Hi, superheroes. I'm Pink Phoenix, coming to you from Purdue University's College of Veterinary Medicine, League of VetaHumanz. Welcome to Season 2. This season's going to be awesome. We have the privilege to follow some of our incoming superheroes throughout their entire veterinary journey. Today, our special guest on VetaHumanz Live is AMANDACONDA. AMANDACONDA will be starting her veterinary journey at Purdue in just a few days, and we will be able to follow her journey all the way till she becomes a doctor and beyond.
Yes.
So, thank you so much for being on the show. Can you tell us a little bit about your story, a little bit about yourself?
Of course. So my name is Amanda Mills. I just graduated with a bachelor's in animal science and a minor in chemistry from Colorado State University. And yeah.
Excellent. So tell me, how'd you pick your superhero name?
Okay, so I actually I've had this in my vault, I guess, since I was like in middle school. It was always just like a play on my name because I never felt like I had like any nicknames. And then I don't know, Anaconda, Amandaconda. So there we go.
That's excellent. It really is a good one. But tell us about the moment when you decided to become a veterinarian. What happened there?
Yes, so I actually found out pretty late in the game. It was in high school. I was in a careers class, and one of my teachers was just like, you guys, this is around the time where you have to figure out what you want to do with your life. And so I was like, I don't know what I want to do. So he's like, think about what you like, think about what you don't like. And so my mom, she is a human doctor, and I knew I didn't want to do anything with human, like doctor medicine, because she always was stressed when she came home. She always had work to do. So I was like, I don't want to do that. So I knew I loved animals, and I would watch surgery videos on YouTube. And so none of that like made me queasy or anything. So I just put the two together, and I was like, maybe I could be a veterinarian. And so since then, that following summer, I enrolled in a vet camp at the St. Louis Zoo, and I saw a python surgery, and she was getting a tumor removed. And since that moment, I was like, I want to be a vet. And so I just been working towards that. So yeah.
There's a snake theme here.
There is a snake theme there. I never put two and two together, but maybe that's
maybe
fate.
that's the future. So on that note, what kind of veterinarian are you thinking about being?
So when I was in Vet Up College, the internship here 2 years ago, I was pretty dead set on like being maybe like large and maybe going that route. But since then, I've had a lot of different experiences. I've got to travel to like countries like South Africa and Thailand to like get experience with other animals, and also like working in like my vet clinic. So I really enjoy all animals so far except for tarantulas. I don't like tarantulas, but in a perfect world, I would want to do all animals so far. As far as like specialties, I have no idea. I'm just open to anything really. So
that's excellent. You'll learn about so many different careers while you're here, and you may even grow to love tarantulas. Mm-hmm. We have one of our alums is a famous tarantula vet.
We'll see.
So, what do you think vet college is going to be like?
I definitely think it's going to be challenging, time consuming, but I do think it'll be fun. Like we'll find like joyous moments and have good times with my classmates, and just the 4 years are going to go by really fast because undergrad went by really fast, but I think it's going to be fun overall. But in the moment, I probably won't have too much fun, but it's fine.
It'll be fun. What are you most anxious about?
I am most anxious about the classes as far as the material, because I feel like I'm pretty good at like learning things and like applying it, but classes like physiology and like conceptual based classes kind of scare me because I'm more of like facts, and I don't really like take the time to pull it all together. So I'm kind of scared about that, but hopefully I figure it out.
You'll have lots of opportunities. And we have problem-based learning the first year where you're doing pretend cases, and you'll be applying all those facts from classes right to those cases. You'll be wonderful at it. So you talked about classes. Tell me about your study strategies.
So I'm going in with minds to like venture out from my flashcards. So I'm a big physical flashcards. Like I have to have it in my hand. It can't be on like my phone or computer or iPad because I'll get distracted. So I always write out my flashcards, which takes so much time. But I learned the information. So I know going into vet school, I'm going to have to pick up some more study strategies. But I feel like my flashcards have gotten me through a lot.
I love flashcards. I still love flashcards. I use them all the time. And your flashcards will even evolve.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get like next level flashcards.
Yeah.
And then you might want to even branch into flowcharts and concept maps.
Those scare me.
Paste your flashcards on a table and draw lines in between.
Oh, yeah. I could do that.
We can do that. How about time management? What time management strategies do you use?
So for time management, I feel like I'm actually pretty good at time management. I'm a big Google Calendar person. You could ask me, what was I doing in 2020 fall semester on a Thursday? And I can go back to that date and tell you exactly what I was doing because I always have a schedule. I always have my assignments on a calendar. So I think I'm going to keep that up, obviously. And then I'm going to keep my task and reminders on my phone because I do forget a lot of stuff, but if it's on my calendar, then like I'm good. So I'm going to keep that up and we'll see how that goes.
Excellent. How about self-care? What are you going to build into that calendar to take care of yourself along the way?
So I make sure I have my like gym time scheduled. I even had like trainings for my half marathons that I ran on my calendar. So
tell me about that. Tell me about it. You can't just say for the half marathons that I ran.
You're right. So I accidentally ran 2 half marathons in the spring semester. And funny story, so I made a New Year's resolution with my friend to run a half marathon for the semester. And we were like, okay, cool, like let's do that. So I registered like right then and there. And she didn't register. So when the time came, she was never registered and I didn't know that. And I was like, you're gonna make me run this alone? And so 2 days before the race, she registered for it. And so she had registered for a different one that was later in semester. And I was like, oh my gosh, you can't run it alone. So I registered. So we ran 2 when we were supposed to run 1, but it was fine. It's fine.
That was the best story. All right, what else do you do for fun?
I like to watch Netflix a lot, and I like to scrapbook. What else? And I just like to hang out with my friends a lot too, my siblings.
That's awesome. So, siblings, tell me about your siblings.
So I have 5 siblings. I have 2 older brothers, an older sister, and 2 younger sisters. And right now we're all out of college or out of school. I have my 2 younger sisters are still in college. But my sister, she's in the Army. She's an infantry officer. And my older brother's also in the Army. And then my brother just graduated from Mizzou a couple of years ago. So he's doing some lab stuff. So yeah.
Are you excited about vet school for you?
I think so. I don't think they really know the extent to like how crazy it's gonna be. So I need to explain that pretty soon because we have our weekly FaceTimes and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do those every week. So I need to explain to them pretty soon.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Schedule that in. So let's loop around the Netflix. Mm-hmm. What are you watching?
So I always go back to Criminal Minds because it has so many seasons and it's my comfort show. But I jump around. So right now I'm watching The Resident. And it's really good.
We just started watching The Resident. Mm-hmm. I'm only on episode 3, so no spoiler.
No spoilers, but it's so good, and I do recommend.
Cool. All right. Why did you join the League of VetaHumanz?
So I joined the league because it was like a perfect transition to what. So I did my senior thesis on basically outreach and educational opportunities for increasing veterinary, like the diversity in veterinary medicine. And so when I was at Colorado State, my senior thesis advisors was like, Amanda, once you get to Purdue, like you need to continue the outreach because I feel like the main issue we have with the lack of diversity in vet med is that people don't know really what vets can do and all the stuff that they can do. And to like figure that out to combat that issue, I think educational outreach is like the perfect thing. And what better people than the kids of our community? And so this was just a perfect transition for me, and I'm really excited to keep it going. So
I'm so excited that you are at Purdue, and thank you for sharing your senior thesis. It was brilliant, and this is going to be awesome. So last question, what are your superpowers?
So my superpower is adventure because all throughout undergrad and all throughout my life, I feel like, adventure is the answer to everything. Like, you only live once, you only get to do some things once. So always like have an adventure at doing it and live your life to the best.
What a wonderful philosophy. And you're about to embark on one of the greatest adventures of all time.
That's good. That's good to know.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show, AMANDACONDA.
Of course.
If you like this episode, you can learn about other League of VetaHumanz superheroes at VetaHumanz.org. And if you really like this episode, please subscribe, rate, and share it with your friends. And remember, use your powers for good.